The calendar is the enemy. Why fixtures decide championships. Titles are not won evenly across a season. They are decided in clusters of matches where momentum either explodes or collapses. For Arsenal, this season's fixture list contains pressure traps, runs of games that look manageable on paper but are psychologically brutal. Arteta knows this, so do the players. The biggest decision he faces is when to peak, not just how to play, because timing wins leagues. The early defining run, setting the mental tone. The first critical run arrives when expectations are high, but fear still exists. These are the matches Arsenal must win without drama. Mid-table opponents, low-block specialists, teams fighting relegation. These games don't make headlines, but they destroy title dreams when dropped points pile up quietly. Defining moment. If Arsenal grind out wins here, even ugly ones, belief grows. If they dominate possession but draw, doubt creeps in. This is where Arteta's willingness to accept imperfection becomes decisive. The first major test, facing direct rivals. The first heavyweight clash is not just tactical, it's psychological. Against title rivals, confidence matters more than form. Mistakes are punished instantly. The mental battle begins days before kickoff. Arteta's decision here is how brave to be. Does he play safe and avoid defeat, or attack with intent and risk exposure? History favors the brave. Unexpected heroes, where legends are born. Every Arsenal title challenge has produced an unlikely match winner. Not the star, not the captain, but the player who rises when expectation is absent. This season, there are clear candidates. The bench game changer, a squad player trusted late in matches, someone who presses relentlessly, someone who scores when defenders are tired. Arteta's decision to trust his bench, not just use it, could decide 5 to 7 points. The defensive match winner. Titles aren't only won by goals. A last-ditch tackle, a goal line clearance, a perfect interception. These moments rarely trend, but they echo in history. The Christmas-New Year window, where seasons break. This period has ended Arsenal dreams before. Fixture congestion, injuries, rotation fatigue. Arteta's biggest test comes here. Rotate too much, rhythm dies. Rotate too little, legs collapse. Decision that matters. Resting stars in winnable games. This is where managers either trust depth or fall victim to fear. If Arsenal emerge from this window within touching distance of the top, they become genuine favorites. Psychological warfare. Arsenal versus rivals. Titles are not just tactical battles, they are mental wars. Arsenal versus Manchester City. City don't panic, they stalk. Arsenal's challenge is ignoring City's silent pressure. One slip, City capitalize. Arteta's decision. Focus inward, never chase shadows. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Emotion, chaos, Anfield pressure. These games test Arsenal's emotional control. Lose composure, lose points. The exact week that decides the title. Every season has one week that defines everything. For Arsenal, it is the convergence week. A tough away fixture, a rival facing an easy opponent, media pressure at peak levels. Win that week and belief becomes inevitability. Lose it and recovery becomes almost impossible. Why this week matters. Squad fatigue peaks, tactical identity is exposed, mental strength is tested publicly. This is when Arteta's decision-making speed matters most. Momentum, football's most invisible force. Momentum isn't form, it's belief. When Arsenal feel unstoppable, passes are sharper, finishing improves. Refereeing decisions feel kinder. When belief dips, hesitation appears. Risks are avoided, mistakes multiply. Arteta's role is momentum management, knowing when to rotate, knowing when to push, knowing when to protect. The final stretch, where fear enters. As the finish line approaches, fear replaces excitement. Players feel history, fans feel destiny, opponents smell opportunity. This is where leaders talk more, managers simplify plans, decisions become instinctive. Arteta's calmness will define this phase. Why this part of the season reveals true champions. Champions don't play better football, they play better under pressure. They win without rhythm, adapt without complaint, suffer without panic. Arsenal's growth will be measured here, not in highlights, but in resilience. The edge between immortality and regret. Arsenal are not chasing a dream anymore. They are standing at the edge of history, and edges are dangerous places. Arteta's biggest decision is not about a single player or tactic. It's about how Arsenal respond when everything is at stake. Your turn, Gunners. Which match scares you the most? Who will be the unexpected hero? Do Arsenal handle pressure better than last season? Post-match reaction scenarios. Every outcome, every emotion. The end of a season is more than a scoreline. It's a narrative, it's memory. And for Arsenal, every result this season will produce ripple effects, both internally and among fans worldwide. Scenario 1. Arsenal win the league. Immediate reaction. Euphoria explodes at the Emirates. Players, coaches, and fans celebrate the culmination of years of planning. Headlines everywhere crowned Arsenal as champions again, echoing a new era. Behind the scenes, Arteta receives public and private adulation. Young stars gain confidence that lasts careers. Experienced players cement their place in club history.
Fan impact. Belief becomes culture. Every youth academy player dreams of wearing the first team shirt. Arsenal becomes a destination club. Sponsorships, media attention, and global support skyrocket. Scenario 2. Arsenal falls short by narrow margins. Immediate reaction. Mixed emotions dominate. Frustration, disappointment, but also pride. Social media debates explode over Arteta's decisions. Analysts dissect every tactical choice in rotation. Behind the scenes, players reflect on missed opportunities. Arteta faces scrutiny. Questions over rotation, tactics, and squad management. Motivation to improve for next season grows exponentially. Fan impact. Some fans despair. Others rally behind the manager and squad, knowing the foundation is stronger than ever. Collapse under pressure. Immediate reaction. Anger, heartbreak, and scrutiny dominate headlines. Club faces questions about leadership, recruitment, and mentality. Rival fans mock the faltering campaign. Behind the scenes, Arteta's methods are questioned. Transfer, squad depth, and youth reliance become central debate points. Emotional reset required. Lessons must be learned. Fan impact. Hope is tested. Expectations are recalibrated. Arsenal's identity may face serious questioning. What the final outcome means for Arsenal's future. Regardless of the scoreboard, this season redefines Arsenal. Victory. Arsenal establishes itself as elite. Recruitment becomes easier. The club is a hub for top talent. Global recognition returns. Narrow miss. Arsenal enters the conversation of consistent contenders. Lessons are learned without derailing belief. Collapse. Arsenal must confront structural and mental weaknesses. Hard decisions about Arteta and squad balance emerge. The future trajectory is directly to how the team and manager respond under extreme pressure. Chapter 33. Arteta's legacy, sealed or questioned. Michael Arteta's legacy hinges entirely on the season. Title win. He becomes a modern Arsenal legend. His methods, philosophy, and patience are justified. Near miss. He is seen as brilliant but flawed. A manager who brought Arsenal back from obscurity but struggles to close the final gap. Collapse. Legacy questioned. Early praise becomes scrutiny. His long-term project is endangered. Arteta's decisions, rotation, tactical flexibility, squad trust, are no longer experimental. They are defining judgments. Chapter 34. Why this season will be remembered forever. This is more than football. This is culture, history, and identity colliding. For players, some careers will be defined by this campaign. Legends or cautionary tales emerge. For fans, emotions will be etched into memory. Every goal, every error, every tactical masterstroke. For the club, Arsenal's identity, attacking, fearless, youth-oriented, yet competitive, is either solidified or questioned. No season before mattered this much in the collective memory of the Emirates. Every pass, tackle, and decision resonates. The final word. Arsenal at the crossroads. At the heart of it, Arsenal's story this season is about courage, adaptability, and timing. Arteta's biggest decisions, tactical shifts, player trust, rotation, and mental management, are not minor adjustments. They define whether Arsenal soar or stumble. This season is more than a collection of matches. It's a test of character, of the players, the manager, and the club itself. History will remember either a team that seized destiny or one that let it select through its fingers. Final gunner skull. Will Arsenal lift the Premier League this season? Who is the true hero in the making? Do you trust Arteta's decisions under pressure? Comment, like, subscribe, and share.